A scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Groupers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will start this game off. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
That's a really nice throw. You think about being the starting quarterback at the Ohio State University, with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, run.
Turning on the Jets. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Finds his tight end. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. Looking at a second and short now. He wants to throw it again. Right down the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. That's caught. It's Tate. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Forced out in the pocket. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. Tackle made at the 9-yard line. After the catch, it'll be first and goal.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot. spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Groupers offense will have its first possession of the game. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now on the option. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again.
Turning it on. It's a seam wide open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Groupers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Caught over the middle. It's Parrish. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. And the Groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Bought a little time, lets it go. Picked off, what a play to set him up. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers, because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
This offense has it with really good field position. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
And that's not the option they were looking for. You know, you want to run that option and maybe pitch the football, but that play looked dead from the jump, and the QB had nowhere to go.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Groupers. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Syracuse is going to walk off the field there inside the dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. No chance to run, but still a good game.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. He'll do it himself. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. He has the first and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
He rifles one deep down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Jet sweep to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Instead of trying to just take the lead with a field goal, they'll leave the offense out there to try to punch in the touchdown. Sneaks it in.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
To their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Shakes off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the groupers will call on their punt team. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Right on the money. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Dances away. Makes the grab. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback in his unit is executing. This defense right now, they have no answers.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Oh, out of space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. A little screen to the running back. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backwards. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the...
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The groupers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Using his feet to buy time. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet, trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
They'll run play action. Buying some time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Peoples. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep chalking that up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We are just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the groupers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Fires to the tight end. This junior. His presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Fakes the grab. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Quickly out to the tight end. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be...
Got enough space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Red Raiders offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 21 over Kent State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The groupers decide to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. He'll field the punt and take it back. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Peoples. Runs through a tackle. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the stomping has commenced.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the groupers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The Covers team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Quickly complete. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Tate.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tate. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another 1st down, 1st and 10 again.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to run it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row.
Sneak gets it done.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Snagged out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Washington has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change.
Now this offense is back on the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. You decided to go for it, we didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. A designed run for the quarterback. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The groupers send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking for space. It's Donaldson. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give and tick, 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 tick. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They go to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell.
He's loose. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down.
Here we go.
Going to the running game. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. They'll run the option. He breaks a tackle. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. They'll test the right side. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the groupers will line up to punt it away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, and keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today, but build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit him right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.